Good evening, educators. A very warm welcome to all of you and our esteemed trainer for the evening, Mr. Tegbir Singh Bindra. Mr. Tegbir Singh Bindra, he has been in the education field for the last 10 years and is presently working as the IT head and CBSE Incharge at Learning Path School Mohali. Welcome, sir.
Thank you,
He has
ma'am.
been actively training teachers from various schools in and around Mohali since the last 4 years. So, all those in and around there would be not finding your face unfamiliar. He has also brought almost 12 schools to the Google Workspace platform during the last 2 years. His list of awards include being awarded a Silver Star by IDEA, that Inspiring Digital Enterprise Award. He has always been a keen learner and continues to do so, and that is why he has so many certifications to his credit. To name a few, he is the GEG Mohali Leader. He's a GCE Level 1 and Level 2 certified. He's also a Nearpod and Kami certified instructor, along with a couple of Kahoot certifications under his belt. I cannot say how happy I am to be interacting with you, sir, evening after evening. All those of you who've been attending the trainings, this is the third one in the row, and I hope you're enjoying this learning experience. Over to you, sir, and thank you once again.
Thank you, Mugdha, ma'am. Good evening, teachers. Welcome to the third session of our GCE Level 1 Bootcamp. We have already tried the major G Suite tools that we are using in our normal day-to-day classroom teaching, including your Google Docs, your Google Sheets. Today, we are going to touch one of the most important topic called Google Slides. So, Google Slide, along with that, will be touching upon Google Calendar, and we'll be also touching about your Gmail today. So, without delaying anything, let us start. Let me share my screen first. So, the very first topic for the evening is Google Slides. So, as other products of G Suite, you can also open slides from the same two manners. The first one being clicking on this waffle button, looking for this slides option here. So, you either open your slides from here, or the another way is you open a new tab and you type slides.google.com. So any of the medium you can choose, and then you can open your slides. The moment you open your slides, you reach here on this welcome screen, the base screen. Now here in the lower portion, you will see all these slides or all these slide decks that you have already created or have been shared with you. Now here you can see these are all are owned by anyone. You can select it by owned by me only or not owned by me. That means those are shared with you. These are those which are already created. Now to create a new one, you have two options. Either you can click on a blank slide presentation, or you can choose a template. Now, these are not the only 5 templates available here. You have a whole template gallery on the basis of your different topics, different contents, different styles, different themes. These are some of the templates that are already available with you. So you can choose any one of them if it suits your requirement. If not, we always have the option to choose a blank presentation. We all have been making PPTs for one or other reasons, for our classroom teaching, for representation to management, and what else. Students have also been working on PowerPoint presentations and submitting their projects. Now, Google Slides give you can say an advantage over Microsoft presentations. You can share your content. The same slide deck can be shared with multiple students, and they can put in their content one after the another slide in one single presentation only. So instead of having 10 different presentations from 10 students, we can have one single slide deck from all the students with their content placed one after the another. So this is the home screen that is open when you open a blank presentation. You need to give it a name before you save it. By default, an untitled presentation is the name given. Now, this is you by default, you get only a single slide open for you with this particular layout. Now, this layout says you either have a title and you have a subtitle, just like our home screen. So here, this is our home slide, or you can say the title slide. So here I can add our title. You just need to click on this box. This is a title, slide. We are covering Google Slides today. Now, if you see it carefully, the font style or the formatting of the font is different of the upper text and the lower text. This is your title and this is your subtitle. By default, these formattings have been applied for you. In case you don't like this layout, you want to change it, you have multiple options available with you. For that, you simply need to click here. See, you click on this slide, you get these four options open for you. Here you have your layout option. Now, these are different layouts available for you as they were available in your Microsoft PowerPoint. You have a title slide, you have a section header, you have a section title and description, you have blank. Let me make this as a blank. So this is my blank slide, or let me add a new slide by pressing Control M. Now this is our slide with a different type of layout. I don't want this layout. I can convert it into a blank layout. So see, this just get converted into a blank white sheet for me. Now here I can add the content as per my requirement. So I can add different features here or different objects that we call here, ranging from image, text box, audio file, video file, your shapes, a table with rows and columns, and chart. Now, chart, if those who have attended the last session last Saturday, we have done Google Sheets last time. There we have also touched your charts in Google Sheet. Now, here also you can insert a chart, but one advantage that you get here is if you click on any chart, the chart is ready for you with a dummy data already pre-fed for you. So you can change this data and the content will change immediately because this is live. So whatever changes you make to your data, they get reflected into your chart. So this is your chart. These are your link chart options. You open your source. It will take you to Google Sheets. So the moment you make any changes to your Google Sheet data, that same gets reflected in your Google slide as well. So here, if I change this 24 to 48 in term team 1 period, see the bar has changed automatically here. Same will be reflected in my Google slide as well. This is the beauty of using G Suite tools. So here, see a button comes update. The moment I click on update, it is just like a refresh that we do on our browser. See, my data value has changed here. So you can now create a chart and then change your data. If you compare it with Google Sheet, you first have to create your data and then you can create a chart. But in slides, it is the other way around. You can create your chart first and then modify or edit the data. What else option do we get here? You can unlink. That means your linking won't work. Whatever changes you will make to your data will not be reflected in your this chart. Let me insert a new slide. The shortcut for that is Control M. You can also insert an image. You have all these options available with you. Upload from computer or wherever else you want to have. So these are the options. Then you have your option to insert it right. You can search from the web itself. It will open the Google here right in your Google slide itself for you. So I can look for photosynthesis. See, all these images are there for you. You just need to double click on an image and it gets copied to your slide. Now you can change the settings of this image. You can make it big. You can make squeeze it to small size. You can place it from one direction to another direction. And you also get other options related to this particular image open from here. Format options. Now you see get all these options. You can change the size and rotation of your image. You can change the position of your image. By default, it is top left. You can change it to center. You can recolor your image. By default, it's no recolor, but these are the options available with you. Let us try one of them. See, it has converted to grayscale now. You can close these so that we can see all the options clearly. Okay, then we have your adjustments. You can change the transparency. See, it is getting more transparent now. You can change the brightness. You can change the contrast. If you don't like these settings, you can simply click on reset button. They'll all will go to default values. Drop shadow. If you want to have a shadow of this image, and then you need to give all these values for that. And then last we have your reflection. See, in this bottom area, you can see a reflection of this particular image. So these are the options that you get for a particular image that you have inserted in your slide. So let me add a new slide and see what else we can add here. Text box. To type any particular text, you need to have a text box first. You can see my cursor has now changed to a plus symbol. In this whole slide area, wherever I just click my mouse, I'll get my text box placed there. This is a text box placed using insert menu. So, as in all other Google G Suite tools, you can also format this text. You just need to select it. You can change the font style. Let us make it Comic Sans. You can increase the font size. You can make it bold, italics, underline. You can change the font color. And then this is your highlight color, the color at the background. So the moment you click back here, you'll see all these formatting options. The moment you click outside this text box, these settings will disappear. So you can also add an audio file. If either it can be in your drive or it can be shared with you, or you can use your recently used audio files. And then same goes with your video files. You can search by a URL or you can search YouTube. Let us say photosynthesis again. Now, these are all the videos. Let us say we have to add this one only. You click on this and select. This video has come right here for you in your Google slide, and you can see its preview on the right hand side. So I can just play this.
Photosynthesis. It is not some kind of abstract scientific thing you would
See, you can play your this video right here in your Google slide. No need to go to a new tab, open your YouTube, search for a particular video, and play it there. And then if it's correct, hyperlink here in your Google slide. No, you need not do that. Simply use your insert video menu, look for a particular topic, or if you have the URL, paste it there, and the video comes here right in front of your slide, and you can play it here itself in your slide itself. Now, how this video should be played? Either it should be played when you click, or it should play automatically, or it should play manual. So manual may you have to tell at what particular time it should play, or play automatically. I mean, when the moment this slide will open up from the previous slide, this video will start playing automatically. Or play on click. That means you have to press a key from your mouse or your keyboard to play this video. You can also mute your audio if you just want to show the content of the video. The audio will be mute. Let us have a new slide. We have your shapes. These are your different shapes. Let us draw a few of them. Now see, when you draw your shape, you get features related to your shapes now. See, you can see all these options that are open on your right hand side. Let me have 2, 3 different shapes. These are your callouts. So you select any one of these shape, you will see the formatting features for that particular shape. We can also have your table. You need to specify how many rows and columns do you want. This is your table. You can drag it anywhere. You can resize it. You can move your shapes here and there. And this way you can have a multimedia content on any given slide. Your whole slide deck can have a number of slides for you, and every slide can have different type of multimedia content ranging from your image to text box to diagram to word art and what else. Now, another beautiful thing that has been added in Google Slide is your diagram. Chart we have already seen, diagram. Now, these are your diagrams with different shapes available for you in a grid form, hierarchy form. Then you have your timeline, your process, relationship, or a cycle form. So here you can go up to 5 level, 3, 4, or 5 spokes. So if you like any one of this, you can change the color also from here before inserting. See, these are all green colors. So this is a shape here. Now, if you see, there's a common text written on every circle here. You just need to click on this text and then your cursor will appear and then you can change your text. Cycle 1, cycle 2, cycle 3, cycle 4, and cycle 5. Now, this is what you can have from one particular diagram. Now, you can also change the colors, individual colors of all these circles. You simply need to select a shape, and then this is your fill color here, and you can change its shape. One by one, you can select your circles and change their color. Yellow, my white font is not visible, so I can change it to some other color. So this way you can change the individual colors of these circles or any other shape that you have inserted. It's not meant fixed that whatever color has been given to you here in the beginning will remain same. No, you can change it as per your requirement to make it more colorful or eye-catching. So these are a few of the options that you can add on your slide. Now, the beauty of a presentation is how interesting or how interactive you can make it. So, or you can say the effects that you can apply on any given slide or any given content of the slide. Now, there are two things here. One thing is called slide transition, and another is called animation. Now, slide transition is given to the whole slide. No matter you have any content on the slide, any one content, multiple content, any type of content, whatever slide transition will do is how your slide number 1 disappears and how slide number 2 appears in any one given case. So if you are shifting from slide number 5 to 6, then how slide number 5 should fade out and how slide number 6 should fade in. So this is called a slide transition. Animation is given to the content on the slide. So let us see both of them one by one. You need to select any given slide. Now, how do you know you have selected a slide? You will see this border color on the slide. It's not there on any other slide. The moment I click on any slide, that border will appear on this particular slide, confirming that I have selected slide number 4 at this given time, or slide number 2, or slide number 6 now. So let us give transition and animation to our all these slides. Here you see this transition button, slide transition, object animation. You see this object animation is not highlighted right now. Why? Because I have selected the slide, not the content of the slide. So right now I have the option of slide transition. By default, none. I can choose from any one of these, which further have more options. Fade, medium, slow, apply to all slides or to just this slide. That is your choice. If you select to all slides, then the same transition is applied to all these slides. Now, how do you confirm that a slide has a transition to it? If you look carefully on the left side, below the number of the slide, there are these three circles. These represent that this particular slide has been allotted a slide transition. It can be of any type, but this slide has a transition. Now, if I select the content of this slide, now if you see carefully, now the border of this slide has disappeared. Now the border of this particular object is more visible. Slide border is not there, content border is there. And you see add animation is now highlighted. So here I can click on add animation and I get more options here. Fade in. So these are different options that I have available with me. fly out to right, on click, after previous or with previous. Now on click means you need to click for one particular object to show its animation, whatever has been applied. After previous means the moment first object transition is finished, automatically second object's transition will start. And with previous means if you have multiple objects on your slide and they all have with previous, that means all the objects will show their animation together simultaneously. At same time, they will get the transition frame. So let us give it this way. We have given it to one object, and here I give, let us say, fly out to top, and let us say with previous only. You can have a preview of your this all by clicking on this play button. See, you can stop. So to this chart, I'll give a different type of animation. Remember, to give an animation to any object, you first need to select that object. Otherwise, you won't be able to see this particular option open. So let us say up here on, let us say with previous only. Now here with previous means with the slide transition itself, because there's only one single object here on this slide. Now here with previous means with the slide transition of this particular slide. Let us see. See, the transition effect has appeared. This is with previous. And here if we go to the third, oh, I need to stop this, sorry. So slide number 3, see, no object selected. This option is not highlighted for me. I need to select this image, and then this option is open for me. Let us say zoom out, slow, medium, or fast. I can change the speed. You can see time is also coming. How much time will it take to complete this particular animation? So 0.1 seconds to at least 5 seconds. This is the maximum time that this particular animation will take. Okay, so these are the two major things that you can apply on your this particular slide or the objects on this slide. Now, while presenting your particular presentation, you have multiple options there also. Now, Google has given you an option to present your PPT or your presentation right from your slides to a Google Meet. So if you look here, the slideshow button is there for you with a drop down arrow. You can show it in a presenter view. You can start from the beginning, or you can present it to another screen. So if you click on another screen, it will see it has opened. It will ask you to which particular devices you want to show. Not on this particular screen, but on some other screen. For that, you need to have a second screen open for you, or you can start from beginning or presenter view. Let us see both of them one by one. This is my presenter view. Now here as a presenter, I can see all my slides with a timer running here. Audience tools are also there and my speaker notes are also there. This is the view open for me only as a presenter. Other people, those who are viewing this presentation, won't be able to see all the options here. So I can move between my slides, as you can see. Or I can close this. Or you have an option to run it start from the beginning. Oh, my screen is not shared, that you won't be able to see. Let me share the whole screen first for you so that you can see the whole content. So if we are here in this presentation and I click on slideshow, start from beginning, now you will be able to see what all I have in my slides. So see the animation effect to these two particular title and subtitle on the given slide. I'm pressing my next key. My next slide has appeared. And this is my third slide where I have given an animation. this fade out, and then I come to my next particular slide. Now here I can wait, I can talk, and then when I'm done, I can play my video directly from here. As I put my audio on mute for this particular video, this is not audible to you. I just need to unmute it,
scientific ability to convert
and now
sunlight
you're
into
able
carbon
to
dioxide.
hear. And then I click.
The photosynthesis, it is not.
So this is how you present your particular presentation. As we have done a share option in your Google Doc and Google Sheet, presentation also can be shared with multiple people. You simply need to click on the share button. You need to give it a name before you share it. Let us say demo PPT. Now here you can put up the email ID of the people with whom you want to share, or you can give them a link. Now who all can edit this? Change to anyone with the link. These are the few options. Restricted means only few people will be able to see. Anyone with the link can either view or comment or edit. So these are three options that you can give. This is when you share with the known people. What if you want to share it with general public? For that, you can publish this particular presentation to web. So if you go to file menu, you will find an option here, publish to web. Now, when you publish to web, it gives you two options. Either you can generate a link for this particular presentation, or you can get an embed code. So whatever option you select, you need to click on publish. These are the options that you need to select, how your next slide should come after every 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever. Start slideshow as soon as the player loads, restart the slideshow after the last slide. That means once the presentation is over, it should restart. That means in a loop. So I just need to click on publish. Are you sure? Yes. This is my embed code here. This I can copy from here and I can put anywhere wherever I can embed my code. For example, your Google sites. You can embed your this content in your Google sites or any other HTML web page that you have created. Same goes with the link. You can get the link. You can email this link to anyone. You can put it on Facebook or on Twitter. These three options are available to you. This is your link. So you can copy this link from here and send it to anybody. If you don't know the email address of the people with whom you want to share, you can share the link to the general public. So these are the settings or options that we have in your Google Slides. It is just a presentation tool as we have been working on Microsoft PowerPoint. You can insert your objects, you can give them animation, you can give slide transitions, you have different shapes. Every object that you add has its own formatting options, just like we did for image or any other chart or any other shape. So I hope these you all will try all these options. And in case you have any doubts, you can reach out to us through the contact us form. The link will be shared by the end of this video. So this is the topic one for today. So let me close these before we move forward. And let me share my screen again. So the next topic for today is Gmail. Now, Gmail is the most common tool that we are using these days for receiving or sharing content with our colleagues or our management or our known people. Now, this is our by default view of your Gmail. Now you have different settings that you can change for a Gmail. These are three common tabs in which your inbox is divided into: primary, social, where all your social media emails or notifications come; promotional messages go into your promotion. You can change this setting. So if you look carefully here, all the emails that I have received are sorted here date wise. I can select any one of them by clicking on this checkbox, or I can simply click on this upper checkbox to select all the emails on this particular page. You can also see this message here. All 50 conversations on this page are selected. Select all 7,000 conversations in primary tab. That means if you want to select all the emails in primary window, you can click on this particular link. It will select all the emails in primary. or same goes with social, or same goes with promotion. Now, on the left hand side, you have different labels. You have your inbox, you have start. Start are your important emails. You can, suppose I want to put this email as a start one. I simply need to click on this star. This star gets converted to yellow. Now, this email will also appear in my start. See, I can see this email here as well. I can put any email into a start label that will remain in my inbox as well as appear here also. So I need not search into my whole inbox, all my 7,000 emails for this particular email. I can simply jump to start, and here I can see this particular email. All your sent mails are here, all your drafts are here. By default, all whatever you do is auto save. It goes into the draft. Now, these are further more labels that you can have: chats, important schedule, all emails, spam, trash, manage labels, and create new label. You can also create a new label of your choice. So let us say GCE emails. So all the emails which I want to go under this are related to GCE. I'll create this. See, this GCE emails has appeared here. Now, any one particular email that I have received, which I want to shift here, I can select that, and then I get an option move to. Here, the moment I select, see, these options are not here. The moment I select any particular email, these options appear here. Let us see them one by one. Archive, this particular email will go into the archive. Report as spam. That means from next time, whatever emails come from this particular email ID will go into spam label, not into your inbox. I can delete it. It will go to my trash. I can mark it as unread. See, it has converted into bold. I can snooze it so that it can remind me after some time. Add to task. Task and Google Keep will touch in the next session, next Saturday. So we'll touch this topic there. And move to. Now move to GCE emails. And these are all the labels that I have in my particular email. So I can set GCE emails. Now see, this email has jumped from here and has reached here. This was marked as unread. This has come into my GCE emails. You can also make a rule that whatever emails come from one particular ID go directly into your these labels that you have created. So you can search your emails from here. You can look for a particular sender. Let us say I search for my particular email only. Two is me only. If you know the subject, you can put it here. Has the words. If you're looking for one particular word into this email, size of the attachment, when was this email received, has an attachment or not. So these are different filters that you can create whilst looking for a particular email. Apart from this, on the right hand side, you have your Google Calendar incorporated here, your Google Keep and Google Tasks, and then you also have your contacts. Whatever email you save into your contacts appear here. So right now there are no contacts. I have not saved any contact. So when you save your email contacts of your friends, your colleagues, your management, they all appear here in your contacts. Now, Google has also given you an option to start your Gmail right from your Gmail, Google Meet right from your Gmail itself. So on the left hand side only, you see this meet, new meeting, or join a meeting. You can either start a new meeting from here, you can send the invite code or start now, or you can join a meeting by typing the code. You can copy and paste the code and you can join the meeting right from here. You need not open your meet.google.com or meet particular tab. You can directly jump to a meeting from Gmail itself. Apart from these all common settings, we also have a settings tab here, this gear icon at the top right corner. Now, these are few of the commonly used settings. This is our default density. This is our comfortable, compact. You see the layout is changing here. This is a theme. You can look for themes here. These are the different themes available for you. You can select any one of them. Let us see. See, the background color has changed. I don't want it. I'll cancel this. You also have your inbox type. This is your default inbox type. You can have your important first. You can have your unread emails first. Now see, the promotion social primary tabs have disappeared from here. That was only a default combination. If you go for any other format, those three options are not there for you. Start first, all the start emails are here for me, or other options are there. Reading pane. Now, this is a feature that was most commonly used in your Microsoft Outlook. You can divide your this email screen into two parts so that you can have a list of emails on one side and the content of the email on the other side. Let us see. You can have an option of right or below. Let me select right of the inbox. You need to reload here. Now, see, you just click on the email and you see the content of that email on the right hand side. You keep clicking here, the content keeps changing on the right hand side. You can also have this particular screen at the bottom of this Gmail window. Simply click on the gear icon, take it below inbox. See, the content is coming now at the bottom. So, whichever way you like, you can use this way to have a list of your emails along with the content visible on one same screen only. Otherwise, what happens is you click on any email, it redirects you to a new page. And if you have to see the other emails, you need to come back by pressing the back arrow key, and then only you are able to see the other emails. By using this way, this manner or this view, you can have two particular things at same time. You can see a list of the emails as well as have a view at the content of any one selected email. You can see only content of one email, not multiple emails. If I select multiple emails, see, still I can see only one email content, not multiples. Now, these are few of the common use settings, but if you want to have more settings for Gmail, you simply need to click on this gear icon and click on see all settings. Now, these are more settings. You can set up your email from here. Different settings are there. Most commonly used are your signatures. I'll take you down directly. Yeah, this is your signature. You can create a new signature from here. You need to give it a name, signature one. Now you can put your content here. This is my sample signature. You can make this text as bold, italics, underline. You can change the font color. Let us make it to blue. You can add an image from here. You can align your text. You can have a bulleted list also here. You can have all these options from here. You can have your font style also change from here. To save these settings, you need to scroll down and click on save changes. Now, how do you see whatever you have created your signature, has it come or no? You simply go to compose email, and this is an option insert signature, signature one. See, my signatures have come here automatically. So the moment I click on send, this email will go with this particular signature. You can have multiple signatures created for you and change them by clicking on this insert signature button here at the last of all these options. So whatever signature you create, the list will appear here. Let us delete this. Let us see what other settings do we have here. You have your labels. We have just seen your labels here. You can create a new label from here. You can show or hide any particular label. You have your inbox settings here, accounts and import. If you want to have multiple accounts linked in one email only, that setting you can do from here. You can filter or block some of the email address. So any email coming from those particular IDs should not be appearing in your inbox. You can forward your emails. Whatever emails come on this address should be forwarded to any given address. You can add a forwarding address here. So whatever emails come to this particular email address will also go to a given address here. These are the add-ons that you can install from the Play Store. You have your chat and meet settings here. You have your advanced settings here. And then you can also have your Gmail into an offline mode. Enable offline email so that your Gmail app works in offline mode also. Google has given you this advantage now. You can have your Google Docs, your Google Sheets, and Gmail in offline mode as well. You can also have your themes here that we saw outside. You can set theme from here also. So these are the commonly used settings that we do for a Gmail or any email inbox. So this was the topic 2 for today. And let us have a look at the last topic for the day, that is your calendar. Now calendar you can open directly from your Gmail. You can open through a waffle button. Let us see, we can have it from here, calendar. And when we open this calendar, this is the view that we see here. Now this just look like a calendar for us. You can change the view of this calendar by clicking on this drop down arrow. We can see it a day wise, week wise, month wise, year wise, or 4 days at a time, or a schedule. Now this is a month wise. Let us change it to week. See, I can only see 7 days, and remember the week starts from Sunday here, not Monday. You can also have it for a day. That is only one single day is visible here. You can see the date here. You can shift from one day to another by clicking on these two arrows, a previous day or a next day. Same goes with your months. You can skip to next month directly from here. Now let us see what all you can do on a calendar. So if you look at this create icon, there's a drop down here. You can create an event or a task. Now we are just dealing with an event here. Task will touch in the next session when we do your Google tasks. So event. So I by default selected a wrong date. Let me close this. Today is 5. So you can either just click on this particular date, or you can select it from here and click on create. Any way you can create an event. So let us have a look at this. Add title and time. You need to give a title to your this event. This is a sample event. Which date? Saturday, March 5. You can add a time from here, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. or it is a whole day long. You can select your time zone. You can add your guests from here. If you know their email address, simply start typing their email address from here. See, this particular person has been added here. You can also add your join with Google Meet link here directly. So you need not send the link by other way around. You can send an invite right from your calendar itself. So if you click on this button, this will start your Google Meet from here. So by default, if you look here, the Meet code is appearing here. You can copy this Meet code and share it by any other medium, WhatsApp or email, but you can also add your email of your invitees or your guests here only, and then they'll receive the Meet link in their email directly. You can add a location. Let us say let us have a meeting at Sukhna Lake in Chandigarh. So see, the location can also be put here. This location should be on Google Map, that can be added here. Add a description or attachments. If you want to send an attachment to your invitees or your guests so that they read that particular document before they come to this meeting, you can do it directly from here itself. You can add your attachments from here. You can upload, browse. Let us see what we have. Let us have this report. This particular document will also go along with the invite. Now this is the calendar where it is getting saved. This is the name of my calendar with a color. We also have more options here. Let us see what other options do we have here. This is a bigger view of that particular window. You can have your event name, date, time, all day, repeat or not, join with Google Meet. If you don't want to have it with Google Meet, you can cross this. See, you get this button then, add Google Meet video conferencing. So this is your location. So these are the notifications that you and the guests will receive. Notification 30 minutes before the event. That means at 6:30 p.m. an email will be sent to all the guests who are in this particular list that this event is about to start in 30 minutes. You can add more notifications. Now you can either send an email or a notification on the app. So this will send an email, this will send a notification that we receive on our mobile phones. How much time before the event? 10 minutes or 9 or 8 or whatever time you want to set here. Now this is the name of the calendar. These are the different calendars that I have created. We'll just see how to create a new calendar, but these are the different calendars that I have. So I can also save my this particular event to a different calendar. This is the color which I can give to this particular event. Let us have it in this red color and save. Would you like to send invitation emails to Google Calendar guests? I just added my other email address here. Send. Now there is an attachment in this. What that person should be able to do with that attachment? He should only be able to view this particular document, not edit. And then I click on invite. Now see, this event has come here with a red dot. We have given it a red color. See, this red color is appearing here. So this is how you create an event. Now, if you open your personal email address, now this is my personal email ID, I get some different options. But if I open it from my Google Workspace email ID, I get some other options. I want to show you that also. Let me stop sharing. Let me share my whole screen with you, but I can show you. So this is my Google Workspace account. Now here, if I this is a week view. Today is 5th of the March. Now, if you look carefully at the left hand side, I can see the timings also. This time as labs. So I want to create an event at this particular time here. See, focus time, out of office, task, appointment slots. These options are not available in your personal email accounts. They are only and only available in your Google Workspace accounts. This is appointment slots. This is a very wonderful feature. Let us go to more options directly. PTM. You all have been taking online PTMs in last 2 years. Now, this particular tool of GSOT gives you an advantage to book a slot for all the parents one after the another. So in this case, this is the event date. This is a time. Let us say it will go up to 5 hours. And I want my parents to book their time slot as per their availability. So in this case, you need to click on this calendar's appointment page. This page will open up and you simply need to copy this web address from the address bar and send it to your parents. The moment they click on this particular link, they will land here. They'll see there's an event here with different slots of timing as you have specified, and then they can book a particular slot as per their availability. So parent A wants to book it from 9:30 to 10, other can book from 10 to 10:30. They will see that this particular slot is already taken. You can mention here what should be the time duration of a slot, single slot or slot with the duration. And see, these are different calendars that I have for this particular account. And same way, I can add my guest from here. I can add my this particular email ID from here, and I can say I can add a description to my this particular event. I can put a long message here, which can be formatted in bold, italics, underline. I can have a bulleted list and your ordered list. I can also put a link here, and I can also give. I can also remove the formatting if I don't like it. So this is a difference between a Google Workspace account and a normal Gmail account. So this I'll show you again. Let me discard this event. So I click on an event time. Let us go to more options. Now these are the options that I get here, and these are the options that I get here. So there are differences here. Here you can see only event, task, and reminder. But in the other account, you will see event, focus time, out of office, task, appointment slots. Out of office, a wonderful event. If somebody wants to add you for a particular event when you are not available, you can decline those invites. Saturday, this particular time I'm not available. Automatically decline meeting for this particular time. Whether they are new meetings or they are already created, you can give a message and then save it. So that whenever somebody sends you an invite for this particular time, they will receive an email back that Tegbir is not available for this particular time, and message can be changed from here. I am out of station for 5 days. I will be back by 10 March 2022. So this message will appear, or it will be sent back to the person who will send me an invite. So I can save this and automatically decline new and existing meeting during this time, Saturday 7:30 to 8:30. So save and decline. So if I receive any invite, you see there's an icon here, out of office. This option you will not get in your personal email account. So this is a difference that I wanted to show. And last thing, how to create a calendar now. I don't want to, I can be making different calendars for different things. I may be creating it for my department. I may be creating it for my wing, primary wing or secondary wing. I may be creating it for the whole school. I may be creating it for my whole management, maybe for my personal account or my family. I can have a new calendar. These are all the calendars that I've created. And here you can see other calendar with a plus icon. So you simply click on this plus and then you get options, create new calendar. You need to give it a name, simple calendar for GCE level 1. This is a time zone. You can change if you are at different location and create calendar. It's creating a calendar for me. You will be able to change the settings of the calendar once it's created. Show you a message. Your calendar has been successfully created. Let's configure it now. This is my sample calendar. I can export this calendar. This will give me a link for that. Make available to public so that everybody can see. For that, you will get a shareable link. This calendar can be shared with other people, just like we did it in Google Slides or Docs or Sheets. You can share your calendars as well. And what your other people will be able to do, let me add a name here. What they all can do, they can only see the event details, they can make changes to events, or they can make changes and manage sharing also. That means they can add more people into the sharing list. Send. So an invite will be sent to this particular ID, and now this particular person will be able to make changes and manage sharing. Event notifications, you can set up by default notification settings for all the event that will be created for this particular calendar. These are all day event notifications, other notifications for cancelled event, change events, daily agendas, integrate calendar. Now many other tools, third party tools, they allow you to integrate Google Calendar into their apps. One of the biggest example is Google Sites. You can embed your this calendar in Google Sites. You make any changes here, they will be reflected in your Google Sites as well. So there are different ways of doing it. You can take this public URL, or you can take this embed code. You can also do it for your iPads, or you can say your Apple devices. You can remove a calendar, or you can unsubscribe from a given calendar, and you can delete a calendar also. Now remember, whenever you're creating an event, it is very important to make sure in which particular calendar you are saving the event. You can see there's a list of calendars here. All those with a tick are selected. Let me untick few of them. They don't have any event. Now, this is one of the calendar that is open. Let me switch it off. See, this event created in today's date has also disappeared. Let me click it back. This event will appear here. So while saving your events or while creating your events, I'll say, please make sure the correct calendar is open. Otherwise, the people with whom your calendar is shared won't be able to see the events that you have created. This is very important. You can also, if you forget to do it from here, while creating the event, it asks you under which calendar you want to save. This is the name of the calendar. If you click on this name, you will see all the calendars that are created by you or are shared with you. So you need to select the correct calendar and then save your event. So these are all the settings that we have for Google Calendar. Anybody has any doubts, I am happy to answer your queries. Deepti ma'am says, how I will get level 1 Google certificate for that, what to do. Ma'am will be doing this in the last session, that is 19th of March. We'll be discussing this thing only on that day, how you can get your Google 1 level certificate. Anyone has any other doubts, I'm happy to answer your queries.
Sir, I see one question from Miss Karma, and it says, how can we bring about some of the features of animations in Google Slides?
Animations. Let me share my screen again. So let me open a Google slide for you again. So this was our demo PPT. See, there are two things here. One is animation that is given to the objects on this slide. It can be a text box, an image, a chart, or a diagram. And second thing is transition. So if I select this particular object, I can give it an animation. And if I select this particular slide, I can give it a transition. So let me have this window open here and let me show it again. Right now I've selected this text. I can give it a animation from here. I can change it. Let us say spin with previous. Or if I select this slide, I can give it an transitions. The name also says slide transition, object animations. So slide transition will affect the whole slide, but object animation will affect only a selected object, not all of them. If I remove this, I have given it to both the this. I want delete this. So now only this is a title slide. This object has an animation, not the second one. We are covering Google Slides today. This object has no animation at all. Only this first object has an animation. Any other question?
No, sir, I don't see any more questions here. So,
Right. I think I have covered all the basic setting that we do in your Google Slides, Gmail, and Calendar. Next time we'll be covering few more topics. We'll choose the best three topics for the day. And on day 5, that is 19th of March, we'll also learn how to register for your exam and how you can proceed for the exam.
thank you very much, sir. Indeed, yet again, another great session, and a lot of doubts got cleared. Many people have been thanking you for that. And thank you, everyone, for being part of this and coming to the session. Now, I will be just sharing the feedback form in the chat box. Please fill the form for sir, so that will help his journey as a GCT as well. And thank you all for coming. Thank you so much. Please fill the form, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a nice evening.